Hello, everyone. My name is Darian Rogers, and I am here today to discuss with you about chemical dependency programs and why your company should provide one for your employees. Today, I will center my presentation on the role that employee assistance professionals play in the company, define chemical dependency, focus on alcohol as a specific chemical dependency that should be targeted by your company, and then wrap up with the benefits of a chemical dependency program and why the company should adopt one for its employees. Employee assistance professionals. A certified employee assistance professional, or CEAP, provides support and counseling to employees and their families on a wide range of workplace and personal problems that may affect their job performance. As a CEAP, it is your job to look out for the employees and ensure they have the right tools and materials they need to be successful in the workplace and maybe sometimes outside of the workplace. It has been determined that employees that are unhappy with their personal lives will let that unhappiness pour over into their daily workday activities. As employee assistance professionals, you are responsible to assist with the implementation of different employee assistance programs that the employees could truly benefit from. CEAPs help with the implementation of varying employee assistance programs. Employee assistance programs were originally developed to identify employees who were dealing with personal problems serious enough to result in a deterioration in their job performance. Some of these programs help employees deal with marital disputes, substance abuse, relationship problems, financial aid, career counseling, as well as other varying aspects in employees' lives. Employees rarely go to the EAP for help with overeating issues. Similarly, they contact EAPs for assistance in alcohol and or drug concerns unless these problems pertain to someone else. As an CEAP, you carry a significant amount of responsibility, helping employees deal with the different issues they may experience. Employees have been known to avoid discussing certain issues, which could be from a variety of reasons, whether it's fear of judgment, shame, or just pure ignorance in being unaware of what an employee assistance professional can do for them and how these programs can create a better situation for them. Many of you are probably aware of what chemical dependency is, but if not, chemical dependency is characterized by the repeated, uncontrollable use of alcohol and or drugs in a way that threatens the individual's physical and mental health, as well as their physical safety and emotional well-being. The individuals who experience this type of dependency have to utilize a chemical substance or multiple substances to function through life, and many of them fail to understand that they have a problem that needs to be addressed. Some of the signs include important social, occupational, or recreational activities given up or reduced because of substance abuse, being tolerant to a psychoactive substance, as well as illustrating withdrawal symptoms. The signs that were just mentioned are just a few of the symptoms that can be used to identify this issue. Some other signs include substance being used in increased doses, spending copious amounts of time trying to get a hold of the substance, as well as being unsuccessful when trying to reduce and or cut out the substance that is currently being utilized. Controlling one's chemical dependency is not an easy feat, which is why your company should adopt a program that benefits your current employees who may struggle with such an addiction. Due to the high consumption of alcohol in working adults, I personally feel that the dependency program should be specifically geared towards the use of alcohol. The development of a chemical dependency program can help enhance the experience that employees have within your company. I believe your company should focus their dependency program on alcohol due to the negative consequences that are associated with it. Alcohol use is extremely prevalent in society today, especially among the working class, being that this substance is commonly used to deal with stress. From some of the research performed, I found a couple comments that I think relate to this issue. Alcohol use by employees is associated with negative consequences for the workplace in terms of absence and poor work performance. Alcohol use may cause work absence, and being in an intoxicated or impaired state may have an impact on work performance and the social interaction with colleagues. The absence of one employee involved time-consuming personal management work and payment to substitute workers. When you have employees who heavily drink, not only are the employees who partake in the activity being affected, but so are those around them, which is why it is important that these issues are addressed and employees are provided with an opportunity to deal with their dependency in a safe environment. There are different programs that people can utilize, whether they're inpatient rehab programs, outpatient rehab programs, medical detoxes, or non-medical detoxes. It is all about finding a program that fits your company and appeals to your employees so that they utilize and benefit from this program. In the previous slide, I covered some significant factors in why this program is so important, but here are a few more positive aspects. It provides an environment free from temptations and distractions, allowing an individual to relearn how to live a life without drugs and or alcohol. Provides an escape from the current stresses of life, which is usually led to the reason people use these substances. Teaches individuals how to cope and provides them with skills to live a drug-free life, and can also lead to increased productivity. These are just a few of the positive aspects of the chemical dependency program. The positive results are not only dependent on having the program, but advertising it to the employees and encouraging their participation. There are always pros and cons to every program, idea, or situation. So here are some of the negative aspects of a chemical dependency program. It can be expensive, but if utilized properly and thoroughly, then the payout may be worth it. It involves complete commitment from all involved parties, requires 24/7 supervision and around-the-clock care, and it is also a long process. It can be cured overnight or even in a short week. Risky drinking, in addition to alcohol and other drug abuse and dependence among working age adults, represents a global health problem. As mentioned earlier, to help deal with alcohol dependency and decrease productivity amongst employees, the adoption of a dependency program can really help out in the long run. Employee assistance programs have a long history of consulting with and supporting managers and supervisors in their interactions with troubled employees. Prior research suggests that when clients follow through with the EAP recommendations, participation in treatment programs is greatly increased, as well as likelihood that an employee will enter and sustain recovery while maintaining their employment status. In conclusion, a chemical dependency program has both pros and cons, but hopefully after my presentation today, you see that the pros outweigh the cons and that this is a beneficial program that should be adopted by your company to help improve the overall functionality and capabilities of your employees. Looking out for your employees is one of the best ways to ensure that your company remains successful and continues to produce work that meets expectations. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be known to God. You have to give in to God and what He has to offer us. He will always move in our best interest and lead us to the right decision. God works to ensure that we will do what we need to do and put us in the best situations. And as executives and employee assistant professionals of this company, it is important that you provide services to your employees and meet their needs. As an EA professional, you provide services that meet the health needs of individual employees, but part of your larger role is to assist in the integration of all corporate initiatives into a comprehensive workplace wellness program. In the next few slides, I provided some information that gives some details about some varying sales approaches I could have used to present to you all today. The first one is a stimulus response sales approach. This style of approach entails a canned presentation. A canned presentation is a set script through which the salesperson leads the prospect. The next approach is called the selling formula. This formula entails some particular steps. The first one is awareness or attention. Second is interest. Third is desire. And fourth is action. Lastly, there is the need satisfaction method. The satisfaction method is the most marketing-oriented method. This method caters to the audience/customer, ensuring they make a decision that benefits the customer and not the salesperson. There are 3 stages for this method. Identify the customer's problem, recognize that I understand what the customer needs, and then recognize the solution for the customer's needs. Out of all the sales approaches just discussed, the need satisfaction method addresses the chemical dependency program the most. It is a method that helps identify the needs of a customer and to emphasize that this company would truly benefit from a chemical dependency program.